Join us in the wild Porquerolles Islands with crystal clear waters, perfect for freediving and finding out we've anchored a bit too close to the rocks below. We also amuse the locals with the Tranquilo version of beach cricket.
The one concern I have over the next few days is that we're essentially heading into lands where the Mistral can blow quite fiercely. It is more prone to be in winter, considerably more so than in summer, but it's still there. So the Mistral can blow through the Gulf de Lyon anywhere between 30 and 50 knots. You don't really want to get caught out in those situations. So with us sailing downwind, we've set up the preventer. All these motor cruisers going past are just setting up a bit of chop, so it means that the boom's been just coming to the center and then smacking out again, and it's become a bit tiresome. So we've set up the preventer to pull the boom out and stop it from smacking, and also it will allow us, if the wind shifts enough to right behind us, to goose wing it.
Well, happy days. Preventer's working beautifully, stopping the boom from banging around in the waves. Bill's on the Kindle, Aiden's got some yummy cashews happening, and the sun's just starting to come out.
That's because I just want cashews.
Slightly limit off.
Okay.
Yeah, so the outside telltale's laughing, so slightly let off the head sail. The wind's picked up, it's also changed direction, so we're much more into the wind now, hence a bit of lean. And I don't know if you can hear over the camera, that slight whirring noise means the Watton Sea is happy. Now that boat speeds, well, we're doing 6.2. Over about 6 you really notice the hum, but nowhere near as loud as a wind turbine. Good to know that our batteries are being charged. So here's the test of well set sails. They should be fairly well balanced with just a little bit of weather helm. Weather helm means that the main sheet is just trying to nose us into the wind a little bit more, so I just have to turn off a little bit from the wind. But yeah, there we go. Balanced meaning the head sail and the main sail, one isn't overpowering the other, they're fairly well balanced.
We're just off the coast of Ile de Levant, the easternmost island of the Porquerolles.
A bit more?
Yeah.
That's good, thank you. Yeehaw! Oh, we got a bit of wind.
And it's North Italy.
Loving it.
So we're on the west side of Ile de Levant, and behind me is Heliopolis, which is a splendidly named town for a bunch of sun worshippers. I understand that clothing is mostly optional, but cameras are expressly forbidden. And from what I can make out, yes, at the hotel, most of the guests are nude. There looks to be just two people who are inappropriately dressed. They're clothed. The last time we were in Anchorage, I was this busy, was in Greece on the island of Paxos, where there we were cheek to cheek with all our neighbours. We're pretty much cheek to cheek with all our neighbours here as well. So time to just chill out, have some lunch.
I like it here. If you squint, kind of looks like Australia. Those hills over there. And I love that sound of cicadas. It says summer holidays to me. Whew.
Nice.
We seem to be a magnet for other boats. Anyway, just as a precaution, we've brought our baby on board just in case we touch another boat or rather they smack us. Bonjour, it's a very peaceful morning and this is why we came to the Porquerolles. Getting a bit arty for a moment. Alright, what do we have here?
10 hours of Rocking Dead.
Finally!
Yeah, I thought, since we're staying a few days here, I'll get the hammock out.
Hooray! We bought this in Australia. It's the first time we put it out.
Well, it was a hammock, now Aiden's turned into a swing.
Nice.
My turn.
Yeah? Yeah.
Can I sleep here tonight?
Oh, it's probably safe, yeah.
I'll have my tether. Where do I tether?
I don't know. Story of my life. I set up cushions, I get pillows, I set up the hammock, and then I get kicked out of it.
But you get coffee.
Yeah, I get a coffee.
Yeah.
They look like us, a mum and a dad and a boy. There we go, and the sailing. Engine off, that magical moment. I love the DIY jobbies. That is an umbrella. It's a bimini. Beautiful. So why did we spend $2 grand on a bimini?
You could have just picked up an umbrella.
I could have got an umbrella. Maybe not across the Atlantic or our Zakynthos to Riposto 30 knot winds. In 15 and a bit meters we can see straight to the bottom. I'm feeling a free dive coming up. These guys do it the same way that we do, with the woman at the helm while the guy takes up the anchor. Not so common. Ciao.
As lovely as Port Mahon is, it's got the easterly blowing right down it, so it's become a bit choppy. So we're leaving Ile-de-Croce and heading across to the next island across, which is the largest island in the Porquerolles, Ile-de-Porquerolles, and a bay that's been recommended by Jason and Helen, Bay de Langoustière, which looks to be nicely protected from just about all sides apart from the north.
Okay, thanks Aidan. Right, let's get this sail
because we're saying downwind.
Yeah, not a lot.
Done
No,
it?
no, keep the loops on. Okay, do you want to do it again?
Oh.
Keep the loops on. Keep the loops on. So we always want 3 loops. Yeah. And like feeding the horse, keep your fingers out a little. Yeah. So they can't get caught. Excellent. Good.
Done?
Yep, thank you. Perfect. Perfect.
11. Now it's 12. What the?
And then slightly top.
The horsepower.
So I'm feeling very English this morning. I've got my tea while I'm sailing. Speaking of the English, at the start of the Napoleonic Wars, the French on the coast had forgotten to tell the commander of the French fleet in Ile de Porquerolles that the war had started. So the English fleet came through along with some Spaniards and invited the commander onto their boat, and while he was busy whining and dining on the English boat, the English went ashore and blew up the barracks. Oh, buggers. Anyway, then next thing, the commander of the French became a prisoner of the English, and yeah, he didn't have a good time of it, did he?
This is what the preventer allows us to do safely. It's a goose wing with the head sail on one side and the mainsail on the other.
That's crazy.
Having fun?
Yeah, very nice. We've gained about half a knot of wind speed goose wing. Maybe not a big deal here, but it's good to keep in practice. Because across the Atlantic, this is very much what it's going to be like. And half a knot over 20 days is a lot.
The wind's shifted quite a bit on us, so we now actually want to head 20 degrees left, which means I'm going to come out of the goose wing and just sail downwind on a port tack.
Could I?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Right now?
Yep. Okay.
Dad, look at the castle. Mom, it's sand right there.
Well, we're in Langoudier, another one of these rugged, extremely popular anchorage spots in Ile de Porquerolles.
I'm busting to get into this beautiful water, so I've put up my hand to go check the anchor and scout around, just check there's no rocks. Alright, here goes. There's a whole school of fish under Tranquilo. I'll show you on here.
Yeah. I'm checking the anchor.
Okay, we decided to re-anchor. When Elle dived, although the anchor was holding, there were some little bommies, little rocks coming out that were quite close to our keel and rudder, so we didn't really want to risk it, so we've re-anchored. Okay, round 2 of checking out the anchor.
I've done that for a while. Really good. I feel like this is a high school dare.
That's supposed to be 2 because my second one was 2.
I just think it's just doing reverb. I need it pumped up.
1.
Doggy's still wondering what the... Oh, it's much more peaceful. Head on there.
You were trying to be Superman. You were trying to be Super Lady. Because you weren't belly flop.
I'm trying to get in at least 2. Fail.
You should have seen that. It's like you were trying to be a bird.
Perfect spot for a barbecue. This is my new technique for keeping in the heat and all the juices and the oil that normally splashes all over. So, gonna look after the teak and also use a bit less gas and a bit tastier with all the juices under there.
Looking good.
Okay, bon appetit. Always tastes better on the barbie.
Why?
Probably all the juices just sit there and marinate. What do you think? Good?
I've only tried the sausage. Yeah, but that's good.
All right.
Good?
Beautiful. Nice and clear.
Welcome to the Porquerolles World Series of Cricket.
I set this up.
Yeah, there's 5 stumps in Aiden's version of beach cricket.
Well, not in half, but this. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Nearly hit the $3,000 camera, right? Well, I don't know, but it hit the camera almost.
What a hit! Oh, 6 and out.
6 and out. Just watch these kids ahead.
Maybe I should go a bit slow because they're kids.
We're just going to check out whether there's somewhere for tomorrow to pull up in the dinghy near this castle, because I wouldn't mind checking it out. The castle looks pretty blocked off. It's got a big gate to the front. Or fort, whatever you call it.
Yep, that's fine.
It's another gorgeous day. We've just taken the tender motor here to our own little cove. And Aiden's starting his favourite activity of throwing rocks in the water, and Phil's already up on the rocks exploring.
Checking out the surf conditions. Pretty flat.
Yeah, I don't think there's any surf. Luckily like walking because it's 7k return to the shops, and since it's Sunday, not sure that they'll even be open. But look at that, beautiful view along the way.
Hello. Mum loves mulberries.
Oh, these are blackberries, yeah. Well, hungry and we're not at the shops yet, so. Do you want one?
Have you been touching the ball?
No, I'm only kicking it. Well, there's more ripe ones over there. These
Mum,
ones
there's one
are,
here.
these are juicier than on Ponza.
Is that wine?
It's grapes, yeah. No grapes there though. It's getting a bit respectable since we're in town.
That's good food.
I feel like we've walked into some outlying French colony, which I guess in a sense this is.
That is bread.
Ray, it's open.
Mark, that is. There's bread, Dad. Now we're stocked up, and my back is so strong that I could carry more than 5 bricks on my back. That's why I'm not carrying it.
Yeah, like you got food in there and not bricks. That wouldn't be very tasty.
Yeah, and it's not really important. Well, nevertheless. That's Tranquilo.
That's the way to do it, by bike.
Yeah. Well, our bikes aren't foldable, and even if it was foldable, it would take too much space.
Yeah.
This is the last day we're going to be at Ile de Porquerolles. The weather's shifting, it's going to be a northerly from now on, which is ideal for the calanques, which are that way towards Marseille.
This guy's trained his dog to bring the tender in. Clever doggy. That's awesome. Sadly we're leaving the Porquerolles. I really liked our spot there and I was very keen to go for another free dive, but since it's a beautiful calm morning we're heading straight to the calanque.
If you like this video, please click like below and subscribe to follow our adventures.